Hello, I'm Leeanne Homsey, and today's video is actually on the book that I'm reading, which is Charlie Trotta's Lessons in Service. And although I just started it, one of the things that already came up for me was Charlie's mention of making the guests feel like part of the family, almost, friends of the restaurant. And I'm sure they have this down to a science at Charlie Trotta's, but you can do this too at your restaurant. It's really easy to do. All you need really is to get your hostess involved and make sure that she's introducing people. So say for instance your hostess is using Open Table, and most restaurants are nowadays. She has the first line of introductions. She knows what everyone's name is in the restaurant, virtually, except for walk-ins. And even then, if there's a small wait, she can take their name. This is a great utility. Knowing somebody's name is so powerful. You don't have any idea how much you can create just from knowing somebody's name. So when the hostess seats the customer, the guest, the hostess nowadays should start doing things like introducing to the server. So that the server is more than just somebody who's a food professional, but now it's an actual identity, a person, a neighbor. And then the server can follow up by introducing the manager. And further, the manager, if the guest is particularly thrilled with their dinner, the manager can further introduce the chef. By the time this one table leaves, they could have met and known not only the hostess, but the server, the manager, and the chef. That's 4 people. That makes them much more likely to choose your restaurant because they know 4 people and are known by 4 people. They're going to be more likely to choose your restaurant than any other restaurant that they know maybe no one or one person. So stack the odds in your favor and start getting your host staff involved with introductions, and get your servers involved with introductions, and get your manager involved with introductions, and start building huge clientele, repeat clientele. That's my tip of the day. Bye. One of the easiest ways to make sure that your customers keep coming back is by remembering their name. So it's great to get their name, but it's even more vital to remember their name once they return. So what I insist all of my servers have is one of these. It's your standard composition book. And the key here is that the pages don't fall out. And it's a pretty solid, nondescript kind of item. And mine is always filled with names. More later. So you'll find in my book not only names, but the details that were going on around the day, around the circumstances when the customer arrived, and maybe what they look like, politically correct, of course, maybe the weather, the date at the top. You never know what's going to strike or pique your memory. And when you see a customer headed towards the door, you want to be able to greet them by name. If you've taken the steps to make sure that you got their name in the first place, it's really important that you catalog it somewhere, somehow. And just by jotting down their name, it's not going to register to you who they are when they come in 2 months from now or 2 weeks from now. And you want to make sure that your life is easiest as possible, and knowing somebody's name will make that happen for you. It's a great tool. knowing somebody's name. And even if you say, I'm so bad at names, and everybody does that, it doesn't really matter whether that's been the truth for you. It's not anymore. Because you are good at names now that you have a composition book and you have a great job in the customer service field. Now you're really good at names. You're really good at everything. You're really, really great at your job, and you're going to start benefiting in every single part of your life because of your amazing job. And that's going to make you put more energy into your job too. It's going to actually go full circle. It feeds itself, this exciting job that you have and all the opportunities that come with it and come from it. So get yourself a composition book and start introducing yourself to customers. Start getting your hostesses introducing you to customers and getting the managers involved and getting the chef to the table. No one feels more special than a customer who's got a chef standing at their table. But you know what? The chef doesn't have a reason to come out unless you bring him out. So you're in a pretty powerful position, and the first step is getting that customer's name. So get names.